right, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to the next episode of Sailing Alley Cat. Now, this episode is going to be just a little bit different because this episode's not really about sailing at all. This episode is about us going to Colorado to see our youngest daughter, or Dave's youngest daughter, Emily.
Ooh, Colorado. Hey. Hey, everyone.
And we found out that there's another wildfire that just started pretty near her house. So I don't really like to fly, so we decided we're just going to throw some clothes in the truck and we're going to go see Emily and see if there's anything that she needs us to help her do and make sure she's all right.
Yep.
So we're going to take off and leave the boat, and we're going to go to Colorado. So come join us and see what the fun's all about.
All right.
Everybody, so we have made it to Colorado, and we are about 10 miles outside of Denver, and we are just now starting to see the smoke from the Wildfire that started out here in Colorado just a few days ago. So yeah, you can actually see the smoke. It's pretty thick. Oh goodness. So, we made it into Granby, Colorado, where Emily lives, earlier in the afternoon, probably around 2 o'clock on our third day of driving. And when we pulled into town, it was not pretty. It was not pretty. It looked like we needed to be going in the other direction away from it, certainly not running into
Everybody
it.
was going in the other direction.
Exactly. Everybody was going in the other direction, and it didn't look good. So, although the fire was foremost on our minds and we were most concerned about it, we did go out to see Emily, and we were determined we were going to have at least a little bit of fun. So we hung out, we watched some movies, we took the dogs for some hikes. That was really nice. We got to cook with Emily. Yeah. Dad was real helpful in the kitchen.
She gets those meals in a box that you can have mail ordered. So we put a couple meals together with that. It was kind of fun.
It was fun. We really enjoyed it, yeah. I even utilized my exceptional organizational skills to help Emily with her office. And I'm going to give her... Yeah, that was really cool. I was glad I was able to do that for her. You guys are going to have to listen as I give her a little plug for her business now. So deal with it, because I had to buy all kinds of Girl Scout cookies, coupons for the football team, and car washes for the girls cheerleading team. So y'all can listen up as I give a plug here, or I allow Emily to give a plug for her business on our YouTube channel. Thank you very much. All right. Well, hey, everybody. This is my beautiful stepdaughter, Emily. Emily has a business, and the business is called Monat. How do you spell that?
Monat.
Okay, and tell us just a little bit about that.
So, Monat is the only anti-aging hair care line out there. I honestly joined so I could get a piece of the founder's shares, and since trying the products, I fell in love with them. They have been the only products to help my eczema, my dandruff, and now not only do they do hair care, but they do skincare as well. That was launched in September of 2019. And then now we do wellness as well. So we've got greens, we've got, I want to say, the only vegan collagen out there, a pre and probiotic, and natural energy sticks. that have been absolutely amazing.
Cool.
Yeah.
And she is going to help me. You see these beautiful eyelashes that she has. I have been dying to try out these beautiful eyelashes, and she is going to help me. Look at that. Look how lovely she is. Look, she's beautiful. She is going to show me how to do that, and I thought that I would let y'all come along for the process. Now. I'm sitting here looking gorgeous in Granby, Colorado, and we have had a lovely, lovely afternoon with Emily, and we're about to go out for tacos. And Emily's made me beautiful, and if so, I owe it all to Emily. She really brought it home for me. I think you got a little bromance going on there. You two gonna get married? Oh, look at that. He's obviously in love with you.
Are you sure you don't want to take him?
Yeah, are you sure we don't want to take him? sitting in Emily's apartment right now, and we are preparing for fire evacuation. There's so many wildfires around here right now.
There's about probably 40 or 50 emergency vehicles parked in the parking lot behind the house. This is the staging area, current staging area for the, what's the name of the fire? The East?
I don't know which one it is. There's so many. Whatever it is. Whatever fire it is.
Yeah.
But, so we aren't even though the...
East Troublesome fire, sorry.
Okay. Even though we are 300 yards from the fire line. Is that right? 300? We are literally 300 yards from the fire line. They do not have Emily in a pre-evacuation state right now. So we are here at her apartment. She had to go to work this morning. We are here at her apartment, and we are going to help her get packed up and organized a little bit, just in case she does need to evacuate. The good news is that the fire was not actually blowing in her direction.
The south.
So it's blowing,
East.
yeah, it's not blowing directly at her, but it's just so close right there. I mean, my goodness, 300 yards, it's right there.
Yeah, there's flames. The flames are probably 500 yards from the house.
So we're packing Emily up now just in case. We're not sure what's going to happen, but we're here and we're going to do some work. So let's get to it. All right. And so the situation seems to have escalated here in Granby, Colorado, as the wildfires get closer and closer to here at Emily's apartment. We were just notified a little while ago that we have just entered the pre-evacuation stage. That does not mean we have to leave, but that means we have to prepare to leave and be able to leave at a moment's notice. So we'll be able to stay here as long as we have our bags packed, and as soon as somebody says, hey, hit the highway, we got to go. There's no time for nothing after that. So we're still sitting here. We're waiting on Emily to get home from work. But you know what? I'm feeling hopeful and confident, but we do need to be safe. And yes, we are going to be leaving. As soon as Emily gets here, we're going to be throwing her stuff in the back of our pickup truck. Our stuff is already packed. And I'll let you know where we go and where we wind up. I'm really not sure what's going to happen right now. All right. Holy golly gee, did something crawl up there and die? As Emily says goodbye to her friends, we have her loaded up. Her car is loaded up. And our truck is loaded up with her stuff. The back of the truck is loaded up with stuff. And the current plan is to take her to a friend's house on the other side of town, and Winter Park, and take her to a friend's house in Winter Park, and she's gonna store her stuff in his garage and stay there for a few days. I'm not quite sure what Dave and I are gonna do right now.
Be well. Thank you.
So we're gonna leave here. We're gonna follow Emily. The wind got my hair. Gosh, my hair's been terrible all day. And we're going to stop by our hotel, and we're going to pick up our baggage because we're in pre-evacuation as well. So we're going to load the truck with our baggage. And if we get to come back to our hotel tonight, great. But if we do happen to go from pre-evacuation to full evacuation, if we're in Winter Park helping Emily, they will not let us back into Granby to get our stuff out of the hotel. So on our way to Winter Park to help Emily get set up at her friend's house, we're going to stop by the hotel and clear out our stuff as well. We'll see if we make it back to Granby to the hotel tonight. I don't know. I'll let you know. There he goes, hauling his boat out of town. No wildfire gonna catch him.
And it's a Catalina.
Oh, is it? It's a Catalina too. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. And we're evacuating. We just stopped by the hotel and we're picked up our stuff and we're on our way to Fraser to one of Emily's friends, and she's gonna stay for a few days, and we're hopefully gonna get back to our hotel tonight, but I'm not sure if we will or not. That remains to be seen right now, but even if we can't, we still took our stuff with us. We have arrived and we have proceeded to unload and move her in. Here we go. So we got Emily settled down in Fraser. We hit the hotel, we got all of our stuff packed, and all of our stuff is in the back of the truck, and we are ready to head east. Now, we're just going to sit here at the bar and have a couple of cocktails and see what happens over the next couple hours. Technically, we are still in pre-evacuation. We just expect that to escalate any time. And when it does, we're ready, right guys?
Yes. Cheers.
All right.
Cheers to alive and well. Being alive and well.
So luckily we were able to get back to our hotel in Granby that night, but we were breathing smoke and it was ugly. But still Granby was only in a pre-evacuation state, so we were very safe to be at our hotel, and really that was the only place for us to go, so we went back there.
Yeah. It was weird. Sorry to interrupt, but at our hotel it was so dark, the smoke was so thick you couldn't even see the flames, because you were inside the smoke area. It was just
specifically asked you not to do it, and you just charged right in there and did it anyway.
You said you could edit it out.
Oh God!
You did. You said I could edit it out. She can edit it out.
Oh my God! Anyway, I don't even know where the hell I was. All right.
She's got notes.
Stop. Screwed the whole thing up. Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. I know it wasn't really much about boats, but it was pretty interesting to be out there in Colorado. I've never been that up close and personal with any kind of fire like that. It was very scary. It was very intense. And I didn't have a whole lot of footage for what happened after we got done on Friday, because honestly, Saturday when we headed back home, I was just exhausted and I didn't really feel like videotaping anything else about wildfires. I was just ready to get home. It took me 3 or 4 days to calm down when we got back to be able to finish this episode.
That was a long drive.
It was a really long drive, and it wasn't a very emotional trip. But thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching it. I hope you enjoyed some of the footage that we had. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We'd really appreciate it. Love the support. Leave us a comment below if there's something else, some question that you have that you'd like to ask. We'll do our best to get back and answer it. All right, so we look forward to seeing you guys the next time. Until then, peace, love, and mwah.
See ya.
Take care.